The state of Kansas may soon offer to pay to plug abandoned and orphaned oil and gas wells on your property yourself. It's the state's latest attempt to close those wells that are no longer actively producing oil or gas, but still provide a path for enough of the oil and gas to move through, proving a potential hazard. KCC News investigator Pilar Pedraza joins us now with an update on her special report, Zombie Wells, the Threat Beneath.
Well, Deb, the Kansas Corporation Commission oversees the plugging of these zombie wells and says it's been discussing this idea since a lawmaker first suggested it back in 2019. Kansas has, by one estimate, some 385,000 of these abandoned wells, the third highest in the nation, with more discovered every year. By definition, these wells no longer have a company responsible for taking care of them, making them the state's responsibility. The state says you could help with the plugging process to close these wells so they no longer leak if lawmakers approve the KCC's proposal. Having one on your property does not make you responsible, but it does affect you.
For our agricultural industries, that they wouldn't have to farm around them, we wouldn't have to worry about them hitting them and causing greater environmental issue. You would also have the benefit of increasing property value. If you have an abandoned well on your property, if you try to sell it, it's not as valuable as if you have that well plugged and remediated properly.
The KCC proposal would apply to anyone who has an abandoned well on their property but is not legally responsible for it, and if the well has been abandoned for at least 5 years. If approved, the state would cover the cost of plugging, but you would have to find a state-approved contractor to do the work. This would allow Kansans to get rid of abandoned wells on their land, even if the state considers the wells low priority, meaning they aren't currently leaking or in any way endangering groundwater. It will now be up to lawmakers to decide what to do with this idea when they return to work in January. Pilar Pedraza with this KCC News Investigates. Follow up.